says love and work don't mix? Day in and day out, couples work side by side, sharing ideas, meals, and often late nights at the office. Bosses and their underlings begin to see each other differently as they work together. And that's where the romance happens, in the stolen minutes, before, during, and after work. These 15 Thai dramas are all about what happens when office employees get entangled in a little romance. Number 1. Oh My Boss. When Noomleen finally lands a solid job, she decides to have a fun night out with her friends to celebrate. At the bar, she meets a handsome stranger and spends a lovely night with him. However, that stranger turns out to be her new boss. Luckily for her, the handsome CEO doesn't seem to remember her. Or does he? When he makes Noomleen his personal assistant, she finds herself wondering whether he is interested in her or just is flirtatious with everyone. One of the best romantic comedy lakons of 2021. A well-written and a well-acted drama brimming with chemistry and good characters. Luke is definitely a charming actor. If you're looking for something cute, then I definitely would recommend you this one. Number 2. Dare to Love. Rai Ruk Pipaksa. The story is about a handsome young boy who secretly falls in love with this beautiful senior at school. Time passes and the senior becomes a smart and talented lawyer while he becomes a handsome student completing his degree. As he studies, he follows his crush around, trying to win her heart. Although she has a good feeling towards him, the smart lawyer isn't sure if she could accept his heart because there are other qualified young men wooing her. If you're looking for romance comedy, then this is the lakon for you. The female lead is intelligent, capable, smart, yet vulnerable, and the male lead is cute, adorable, similar to a Korean oppa. Bella Rani really is a very versatile actress. The story pacing is very good that you can't feel bored watching it. Number 3. You Are My Heartbeat. Sira is a hardworking businessman who really hates dirt and lies but has to deal with Kitika, a tricky designer who doesn't have a very good relationship with her mother, Pareen, because she left her father for Papa, an owner of a large garment textile company. That makes Kitika have constant run-ins with Charanati, who is the daughter of Papa. Sira was adopted by Prem Yuda when he was a child. He works really hard to get Sasa, a real troublemaker, back on track for Prem Yuda. He then asks Kitika, Sasa's ex, to work together just to make Sasa come to the company without knowing that Prem Yuda is the reason for their breakup. In the end, Sira and Kitika start to have feelings for each other. This is a remake of the Chinese drama with the same title. The comic tone makes the drama quite funny. The performances are very good. The actor Push dressed the character in a charming way. The chemistry between the main couple is cute, showing a relationship that develops with coexistence. Number 4. Mae Krua Kon Mai. Lomdao is supposed to marry Param, but she refuses since she's never met him and doesn't know what he's like. So she disguises herself as Phaidam, Param's family's new cook. Param soon becomes suspicious of her and it's just a matter of time before he discovers she is his fiancée. Slowly the two fall in love. This is a great example of Thai drama developing their own rom-com drama brand. The show provided a good amount of witty humor and physical comedy. It also used timing, rhythm, and music effects to keep things engaging and entertaining from start to finish. The sweetness, the silliness, the laughter, the lovely ending, there's enough to keep you entertained. Number 5. Oops, Mr. Superstar Hit on Me. 40-year-old Ton Narupase is a very popular celebrity dubbed as the Heart of Asia and draped in fame and admiration even to this day. He is also Cake's mom's most favorite star. So when Cake gets a job as an intern in his entertainment company, Cake's mom makes a point to ask her daughter to get an autograph from her idol. But how does Cake go from getting an autograph for her mom to waking up the next morning naked and in bed with her mom's idol? Can loving someone who is not only 20 years older than you but also a big shot celebrity actually work out? This is an easy watch with typical tropes and cliches. The acting is alright for this show. Gaveen's acting is so emotional and natural, and Pong is a well-seasoned actor. It's an easy watch if you're looking for something cute and funny. Number 6. Boss and Me. The story of Namkeen, a new graduate who has come to work at Fa Prachanadku company with Payu sitting on the podium as the CEO. Namkeen received a hotline from the hospital to donate blood to Payu's beloved sister, and this is where the relationship begins. Finally, how will the love story between a young CEO and a young employee end? Number 7. Are We Alright? Carrot is a successful businesswoman who held more power in her hands than Chakrit, her husband. One day he cheated on her with his secretary and asked Carrot for a divorce. I, a 4th-year student, met Carrot when she was in fight with Chakrit. He helped her during that time and they ran into each other in many times after that too. He eventually wants to make a move on her and doesn't care about more than 20 years age difference between them. But it's not going to be easy when Carrot's perfect boss, Mark, seems to be interested in her too. Number 8. Me Always You. It mainly talks about the love story between Polypelline, who was beautiful and compassionate in childhood, but her once radiant beauty begins to fade when her family's business hits rock bottom and eventually bankrupts, and Keun, who turned into a perfect man with a successful career. Number 9. Nabi, My Stepdarling. After her sister and former manager Serene disappeared mysteriously, Nabi takes it upon herself to investigate by becoming the beautiful manager of the Dubai club. The club belongs to Pichachai, a man whom Nabi respects as someone she is indebted to. Pichachai is a married man. He and his wife, Veri, have a son, Keun. Keun, who is studying abroad, returns to Thailand to investigate his mother's death. Keun misunderstands Nabi's intention with his father and thinks she wants to become his stepmother. Will these misunderstandings resolve? How will their complicated relationship end? In love or in pain? Number 10. The War of Flowers. It is a story of a mistress who comes back for her revenge after enduring all kinds of mistreats from her husband's wedded wife. The resentment between two rivals is passed on to their descendants and grows into a war between two bloodlines. Number 11. Same Chua Keun. The moment she opened her eyes, she noticed her body without clothes on and there was a man sleeping on his stomach next to her. The whole world seemed to collapse in front of her. Chonfansa, a beautiful woman who was drunk until she lost her mind for just one night, had to become a single mother inevitably. She decided to raise her child alone, never thought to demand anything from that overnight husband of hers. However, this is called fate when the man who is the father of a child becomes involved in her life once again. Number 12. Ubaat Rai Ubaat Ruk. Theptida, a charming Casanova businessman who girls fall left, right and center. He never thought that there would be someone who would reject a perfect guy like him, and that too that it would be his secretary Jitsagao. He begins to meticulously plan to win over his secretary's heart. However, there is a secret. The reason why Jitsagao avoids the businessman is that one of her family members hit his sister Kalonji with their car, which left her permanently physically disabled. While one heart is unable to accept the other because of guilt and fear, the other feels competitive, fighting harder in order to win the unattainable heart of a beautiful girl called Jitsagao. Number 13. Theptida Pla Rah. Mahatsajan is a spoiled rich guy whose father Sethi is a political representative to Baimon's country town. Mahatsajan wanted to marry a woman he met at a party who is also his sister's friend. But in order to marry her, his father had a condition in which Mahatsajan had to go and learn the ways of life at Baimon's home. Number 14. Soot Lay Sanaeha. Porphy is a young girl from the countryside who dreams to open a farm stay. When a friend of her aunt asks her to pretend to be her daughter and work as a cook in her employee's house, she accepts it in hope of making some money to open her farm stay. Porphy and Anavat meet under bad circumstances, and when Anavat finds out that Porphy is working in his parents' house, he becomes suspicious of her intentions. Necessity leads both of them to be closer and work together, creating chaos. Over time, they fall in love without even realizing it. Will Anavat's family accept their love? Number 15, XYZ. This is a love story of 3 generations, Gen X, Gen Y and Gen Z. Chatra is a pint-sized PA. Ton is a businessman who owns a luxurious club Chatra visits. It's on New Year's Eve, Chatra's birthday, that her boyfriend of 10 years puts an end to things. After that, she begins throwing back drinks and letting loose. That evening's events, a gun threat, Ton, the presence of Thython's dependent, and her best friend's son are erased from her memory. Which of these lakon you found interesting? Please let us know in the comments down below. Please be sure to like, share and subscribe. Thank you.